Welcome to the Module 2 of Front Crawl Freestyle Beginners course, where our main objective goal is being able to kick and breathe. And if needed, you can get fins once we're going to get to kicking. And I'm going to get to that. All right, so the first thing that we need to learn is how to push off the wall with a kickboard. Okay, so here you need to, first of all, find a good position on how to push off the wall. You need to hold the wall with one hand, and then with another hand, you hold the kickboard. Both of your feet should be on the wall, on the top right here. Do not put your feet very low, and try to keep your hips up here, okay? So there are three things that you need to do when you're pushing off the wall. Obviously, you need to have a good body position. You need to take a breath. That's the first thing. You need to put your head down, and you need to push off the wall. Very simple. Take a breath, head down, and put your hand on top of the kickboard and push up the wall. Make sure to keep your head down. When I say, how do we determine that we're keeping our head down? If your ears are behind your arms, that means your head is down. Then why is it important to keep your head down? Imagine that this is your body, right? This is your head, and these are your legs. If you're going to keep your head up, even if your eyes are underwater, that doesn't mean that your head is down. It's just your eyes are underwater. But if your ears are behind your arms, like this, that means your head is down. If your head is up, what happens to your legs? Your legs are sinking, okay? So your legs are down. And this is not it's not the correct body position to swim in any stroke. That's why it's important to keep your head down in order to swim horizontally, as opposed to swim more of a vertical position. Okay, once you're able to master that, we're going to get to the next drill. But also another important thing to mention, try not to rush. You will have enough time to do all of these three things. Take a breath, head down, and push up the wall. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it again. I'm doing that fairly slowly, okay? So once again, take a breath, head down, put your hand on top of the kickboard, and push up the wall, okay? Try not to do everything at the same time. All right. Next one, try to do the same thing, but try to push off the wall as hard as you can, okay? We are creating the perfect conditions for us to glide, okay? So once again, the same thing. Here, I hold the kickboard a little bit differently, but it doesn't matter. You can do the same way we did it in the previous drill. So take a breath, head down, put the hand on top of the kickboard, push up the wall, and glide. Keep gliding. Even if you think that you stopped, you probably are still moving. So as you can see, it looks like that I stopped, but I actually keep moving, and keep moving until you're able to hold your breath. If you're going to keep your head up, you're going to stop almost immediately. And as you can see, I'm still moving, and I was able to move all the way down to the other end of the pool, okay? So you see how far you can get by just pushing up the wall. That's why it's important to learn how to do it properly. Okay. Next thing that we need to learn is how to kick. Make sure that you hold the kickboard, or when you're going to be doing this drill next to the wall, you keep your arms straight all the time. As you can see, this is not the proper body position. We need to hold our arms straight, and we need to hold our legs straight. So here we're going to be kicking and breathing at the same time. So we take a breath, we put our head down, and we kick on the surface. Make sure to hold your legs straight. Exhale through your nose, take a breath, head down. You kick at all times, even if you breathe. Exhale, take a breath, head down. In the beginning, it might be a little bit challenging and overwhelming to do multiple things at the same time, but that's okay. You just need to focus on one thing at a time. And then if you have time to practice that, you will be able to master it. Exhale through your nose, take a breath. Try to avoid doing a very wide range of movement. As you can see, this is not helpful. Kicking underwater like that is also not helpful. Try to kick on the surface. That's the proper way of kicking. All right, really good. Once you're able to master that, then here you would need to do the same thing with the kickboard. We're adding one more element. We need to be able to breathe. We need to be able to push up the wall properly. And we need to be able to kick. So once again, take a breath, head down, push up the wall, glide for a little bit, and then start kicking. You need to do 6 kicks. Exhale through your nose, take a breath, head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through your nose, take a breath. So once again, I rushed it a little bit here. So what do we need to do? We need to push up the wall properly. Okay, so once again, take a breath, head down, hand on top of the kickboard, push up the wall, glide, and then you need to start kicking. We need to do 6 kicks. Exhale through your nose, inhale through your mouth. And you need to kick at all times. Please try not to do less than 6 kicks. 6 kicks is the minimum of the amount of kicks that you need to do in this particular drill. So let's do the analysis again. Push up the wall, glide a little bit, start kicking, 6 kicks, and then you will see that I'm doing bubbles right here. Take a breath, head down, 6 kicks, bubbles, inhale. And this is something that you need to do for multiple laps. Take a breath, push up the wall, glide for a little bit, start kicking, 6 kicks, bubbles, take a breath, head down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kicks, bubbles, take a breath, head down. This is the drill that you cannot skip, and this is something that you have to master. Okay? All right, so this is pretty much the same thing that I did before, but I try to keep my head as low as possible. As you can see, my ears are behind my arms, and then I swim in a good horizontal position. Just keep that in mind. All right, so that's pretty much the end of the module 2. In case if you have any questions, you feel free to send me an email at hello@coachslava.com, and I'll see you in the module 3. Thank you so much.